Okay, I'm going to teach I'm going to teach a Kaplan test method called picking numbers. Picking numbers on page number 12. Okay, so Chris, if you could read the first bullet point. Most students find it easier to perform calculations on circle 1, numbers or variables. Okay, so Chris, what do you find easier to work with? Numbers or variables? Numbers, yes. If you're like me, if you're like most students, it's way more easier to deal with numbers. So whenever we encounter variables, we're going to try to pick numbers to plug in there and help solve for that problem. Craig, if you could read bullet point number 2. When you come across a variable or other unknown, consider picking numbers. Yes, great advice. Of course, since the title of this class is picking numbers, we're not just going to consider picking numbers, we're going to pick numbers in this class. Of course, pick numbers. But whenever you see a variable, when you're chugging through the test, we're going to pick numbers to save time and get more points on the ACT during test day. Nathaniel, if you could do bullet point number 3. Make sure the numbers you pick are permissible and manageable. Thanks, Nathaniel. And Joe, what do you think a permissible number would be? Permissible, permitted. Yes, exactly, permitted. So works within the rules of the question. So when we're picking numbers, we're going to pick numbers that are permitted by the test question. So permissible numbers. And Michael, what do you think a manageable number would be? Yes, a smaller number, exactly. Something that's smaller. And in the ACT test, size matters. Smaller numbers are way more easier to deal with, and that's what we want to do. So we'll pick manageable, smaller numbers, and all good. So Chris, if you could if you could read bullet point number 4. If the question states that x is a positive even integer, what number would you pick for x? So Chris, what number would you pick? 4. 4, okay, 4. 4 is a positive even integer, yes. It's pretty manageable, 4. Craig, what might you pick? What might be another number we could pick? 2, okay, good. And why? Chris picked 4, which is a right answer. Very good, Chris. Craig, you picked 2. It's also a right answer. Why would you think number 2 would be a little better? Because it's smaller. Because it's smaller, exactly. Smaller numbers are more manageable. So when you're picking numbers, they have to be permissible and manageable. Smaller is better. Great. So in this case, we would pick 2. Excellent, Chris and Craig. So let's see. Nathaniel, read question 1, please. If Q and R are both odd numbers, which of the following must also be odd? Okay. So what is the question asking? It's asking the value of... The question is asking the value of Q and R. So, Joe, what might we pick for Q? We want an odd number. Q and R odd. Great. 1. Okay, excellent. Excellent choice. And Michael, what value might we pick for R? 3. Okay, another excellent choice. 1 and 3, both odd numbers. So let's plug those numbers for Q and R and work through the questions. Chris, read number A. Okay, if 1 minus 3 equals a negative 2. So 1 minus 3, it equals a negative 2. So is that even or odd? It's even. Okay, so that's out of there, right? That is out of there because that is an even number. So we can eliminate that. And Craig, read number B. 1 plus 3 squared is 16. Okay, 16, is that even or is that odd? That is even, so that's out of there. You're out of there. Nathaniel, number C. 1 times 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay, it's 4. Even or odd? Even. It's out of there. Joe, D. 1 times 3 squared is 9. Oh, 9. Is that even or odd? That's odd. Bingo. Bingo. That is the one we want. That's the odd number. We found the answer. We'll keep that one. Michael, why could E, the selection E, not possibly be the answer? 1 over 3, because 1 over 3, that's a fraction, and only whole integers can be even or odd. Only integers can be even or odd. So you're right. Thank you, Michael. So all great. You're going to do great on test day. You're going to plug numbers when you encounter variables. And I'll see you on the next video for the next topic, which is back solving. Thank you. Thanks again, and I'll see you there.